blessing to have you all here as part of PoshFest 2023, which is our 11th PoshFest ever, but our 9th PoshFest in real life. And for those who are here for the first time, a special welcome for having the courage and taking a chance to show up here. And for people who are attending for the 9th time, a special welcome for being our absolute regular customers. So it is great to be here. And what I want to really start out by saying is it's a unique PoshFest. It's a PoshFest which feels like it's gathering momentum, just like our community. We had 3 years of COVID, which kind of created a lot of schisms and chasms. But we're coming together. Last year, we took the first step in bringing PoshFest back into real life. And this year, we have doubled the attendance. And so we'll take a little bit of time to share a little bit of who's here and what's happening. But before we do that, there's another unique thing that's happening. We've actually invited people to support this PoshFest so we can make it even more special and take it to a whole new level. And so this year we have a lot of sponsors who are supporting PoshFest and Poshmark, but two who are at the diamond level I wanted to really call out. One is Visa, something that, how many people use Visa? And second is someone who's been an ardent supporter of our seller and our seller community with their mission to empower and enhance the seller experience. Let's give a big hand to List Perfectly for supporting Poshmark. Now, when you think of Poshmark, you think of really a community. And what is a community? Community is made up of people. Now, if you look around, just take a look around. Stand up for a second, actually. All of you stand up. When you look around, there are people who you've bought clothes from that you're probably wearing today. And if you haven't worn those clothes, then you are actually sharing their listings. All the clothes I'm wearing are from somebody in this audience or beyond. And that is a beautiful community. It is a community that's supporting each other. It's a community that spans decades. So I'm going to ask you to do an exercise here, right? Be honest, but also be real. So whoever went to high school in 2000, in the last 20 years, please sit down. Fantastic. We're going to go back. Who went to high school in their 90s? Please sit down. 80s. 70s and beyond. Wow. Woo! So we can create yearbooks from any decade here, and that's a wonderful thing. What really has been the foundation of Poshmark for a long time has been our core values. And these core values have guided our community and our team in very foundational ways. The very first value starts with focusing on people. When you're creating a business, when you're creating a team, when you're part of a community, you gotta focus on people. You need to know who you are serving, who's with you, who's part of your team. If you can understand and focus on people, you create a very winning formula. And that's been very foundational for Poshmark. What that does is it allows us to then lead with love. What does it mean to lead with love? Who here needs some love today? And who's best to give them love today? And how do you give love? You give love by making an authentic statement to them about something that's wonderful about them. Learning and discovering something amazing. Because everyone brings something really powerful and amazing to the table. And that strength, that very specific, unique characteristic, the perspective you take on your reselling business, the perspective on your closet, is your weirdness. It's your uniqueness. It makes you, you. By recognizing you, we also recognize that we are we. It allows us to embrace ourselves more when we embrace you. In the diversity of the people around us, and diversity is not just how we look, but it's also how we feel. It's not just what ethnicity and gender we are, it is also the classes we went to, the experiences we have as children, as adults. So really embracing each other's weirdness gives us strength. It also creates infinite possibilities. It means that each of you has in you to create a multi-million-dollar business, to grow and scale it. because there is millions of you out there who are going to embrace your weirdness and create a big business together. And ultimately, the power of Poshmark is growing together. We don't grow alone. And we'll share something about how you support each other in a very meaningful way, but every one of you is growing together. And as a community, it's not about me winning over you, it's about all of us winning together. And in that togetherness, we create something bigger than ourselves. So when we think of focusing on people, leading with love, embracing your weirdness, ultimately the result is we all grow together. And so with that, let me share something really amazing about Poshmark. Poshmark in the last decade has grown to be a community of over 100 million people. There's 100 million of you who are on Poshmark. Now, that is remarkable, but 100 million people have not opened their closet on Poshmark. So your mission, if you choose to accept, is to convince more people to open their closets on Poshmark. Because by doing that, we bring a community that's growing, we bring more selection, but also more sustainability. Together, you have saved over 300 million items from going to landfill. Think about that for a second. 300 million items are in circulation because of that. That is very powerful. That is very meaningful. But that is just the beginning. Let us all commit together over the next few years to save 3 billion items from going from landfill. So let's go work on that together. That's your mission. You have together earned over $5 billion. $5 billion. That's bigger than the sales of many retailers. Again, a fantastic number, but just the beginning. Let's all commit to creating wealth for each other of over $50 billion as we bring hundreds of millions of closets together, and having many, many million-dollar businesses in this room as you guys work hard and also work sustainably. What is powerful about Poshmark is our sellers support each other. Who shared somebody else's listing today? And if you didn't, please do it right now. That is really very part of the ethos of Poshmark, is everyone supports each other. Even as you think of Posh shows, it's one of the unique platforms where people are sharing other people's items in Posh shows as well. This supporting of seller doesn't stop by just sharing the listings. What we find is that people who are casual sellers, who are really selling and buying from their closets every day, they spend 100% of their earnings back on Poshmark. So when we invite more people to sell, we're also inviting more people to shop, and we're really creating a circular economy that's very powerful, very unique, and very much Poshmark. As we look at the last couple of years, even though we haven't talked as much because there hasn't been as many opportunities with us all starting to come together, I thought it'll take a second to just talk about how responsive the team has been to listen to you and create new tools. And I just want to give a big shout out to our product and tech teams for constantly innovating and serving our sellers. So let's give them a big hand here. They are here. You can meet them at Poshmark's knowledge base. In the last few years, some of the things we've done is created bulk listing actions. People wanted to do bulk sharing, bulk editing. Some of those things have been available. We added faster payout options and numerous other features over the course of last couple of years. I wanted to take a minute and talk about a big change that happened at the beginning of the year for Poshmark. We merged and were acquired by Naver. Naver is the largest internet company out of South Korea. Now, if you'd asked me, Manish, would you be part of a South Korean company even 2 years back? Many of us didn't know a company called Naver. However, for us, the number one thing is focus on people. And I've had the pleasure, joy, and opportunity, and my team as well, on meeting the leadership team at Naver. Naver is led by a very visionary founder who really continues to focus on technology innovation, really serving the community. They're a very social platform, being the largest internet platform. They're led by a leader who I have a lot of respect for, Soo-yeon Choi, who is both a leader of Naver, but also a woman. And it's one of the unique South Korean companies in technology that has now had 2 consecutive women CEOs. And Namsen Kim, who's their CFO, who really has been our core partner, really has a heart of gold. So when you look at this team and the partnership, It's not just about the technology and the resources and the leverage they bring to the table. It's also just amazing human beings and people. So with that, we are very excited, very joyful in terms of being part of this pathway. And they still want us to continue to grow and build the largest collection and network of closets around the country and around the world. So far in 2023, we've launched several products. We've launched Posh Lens. How many people here have used Posh Lens? It is a visual recognition product through search that you can actually point at something and it recognizes that object and searches. It's machine learning, artificial intelligence based. It allows you to understand the product and process it. It's continuing to grow in the number of products it's trained on, and the more you use it, the smarter it becomes over time. And it is something that ultimately is a great tool for the shoppers, but also a great tool for the sellers in terms of being able to understand the product and inventory you're working on. We also launched live shows, Posh shows this year. Who here has hosted a show? Who here thought they would never host a show? It's been remarkable to see how people have blossomed as part of the show. And not only show selling your own products, but supporting communities. Can you believe that last month we had 80,000 shows on Poshmark? And it's just the beginning. There is so much power to what is happening in terms of the live connection that you're bringing to each other, in how you're supporting, in the fun, in the auctions that are coming together. It's really become a new format of not just entertainment, shopping, but also selling, but also community formation. I see a lot of areas where people are creating local communities. They're creating sort of communities based around interest. So Posh shows have become a very powerful tool, and we continue to innovate on that. Well, with all of those things that we've delivered, there's still more to do. So let me talk a little bit about what's coming next. So we are working on and beta testing something called Promoted Closet. Now, you've seen promoted ads and listings, etc. Promoted Closets is, again, uniquely Poshmark in the sense that instead of focusing on specific listings, you really submit the whole closet, and the system works on really matching those listings automatically to the thing. It allows you to scale your business. For people who want to use this as a lever point, you can do that. And beyond getting the listings sold, you also start to get more exposure for your closet and garner that. So it's yet another tool to empower you to work. It's optional. You want to use it, you can use it. And one of the things we want to say is that if you have been waiting in beta or waiting in queue, you can actually get fast access to it by just going to the product knowledge base, product hub, and they'll activate your Promoted Closets program. One of the most requested things for Poshmark has been gift cards. And they are finally coming to Poshmark. We will start with digital cards, but then we'll also, in US first, and then we'll start to launch them in other geos like Canada, and we will also have them in physical in the future. But we're going to start with digital first, and they are coming. Team is working on it, and they should be in your app at some point in the next few weeks, months. The second thing we want to do is to also talk a little bit about something that we are very passionate about, which is shopping secondhand. We launched a concept called Secondhand Sunday last year, and we're going to take it to a whole new level with gift cards this year. Really, we want to encourage the world to shop, not just for yourself, but also gift the joy of secondhand to other people. Because secondhand today is mainstream. People want secondhand. People want to make sure that this planet is sustainable, and they want to empower small businesses, people who are selling from their closets. And really, that's the power of Secondhand Sunday. It's not just a day, it really is the movement that you are all at the forefront of. You are really leading this movement. So mark on your calendars, Sunday, November 26th. There's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, and a lot of things that the team is working on. Last but not the least, I want to really talk about Posh Party Live. Posh Party Live, in some ways, was forecasted in 2011 when we started the company. We talked about Posh Party, and as we were even doing Posh Party, people said, is there a live video in it? Can I talk to people? And really there wasn't. And what we are proud to introduce in Posh Party Live is really bringing Posh shows and the Posh Party together. So how does it work? It works by really allowing people to connect to a Posh party as they're hosting a show. And the way you connect to a Posh party is by actually featuring a listing that matches the criteria of the show, of the party. So if you put that listing out, you automatically join the party. Now when you do, you get all the audience from that party directed to your shows. And so it is a powerful compounding impact for somebody who's hosting a show. It becomes a gathering of sellers and shoppers. For a seller who shares their listing to a Posh party live, they actually get to get not just the normal marketing of a Posh party, but they get to also potentially get featured and auctioned off in a Posh show. For Posh show hosts, when they join a Posh party live, they get additional audiences coming to them. So it is something, again, it's in beta, and all of you are going to do two things. First of all, everyone who's here is going to get automatic access to be a Posh show host. And second, everyone who's here will also be invited to be able to participate in Posh Party Live as one of the hosts who can actually feature a listing and get part of these Posh Party Lives. It's going to take a couple of weeks and a month to kind of get this thing fully fleshed out. We did a little test today, but wait to sort of see how this whole thing rolls out. And as part of the hackathon, attendance and keynote and sort of what's happening there, you learn a lot more about Posh Party Live. I want to end in talking a little bit about the new Poshmark brand that we are launching. We have gone through a decade of being together and growing Poshmark. Each of you has been part of that transformation, whether you started the journey 10 years back, 12 years back, or you started the journey last month. You've been part of this transformation. The focus of Poshmark has always been the community, it's been you. And as we look at, we want to really transform the brand to reflect who you are. And it's your time to shine. But it's not just your time to shine, it's your time to also help others shine. And that really is the new brand. It's your time to shine, and through your shine, you can reflect other people's shine. And when you reflect other people's shine, it makes the whole shine shiner and bigger. So it's not the shine, not the moonshine, but it's the shine, which is really the glowing kind of shine. And so I want to really leave you with this core message that it is your time to shine. It's your time to connect. Make the most of PoshFest. Give each other a big hug. Get to know each other and support each other. Thank you very much.
Give it up again for Manish, everybody.
Woohoo!
So amazing to hear how far we've come and what is on the horizon.
Yes, absolutely.